DC Comics. Reading.
You will travel far.
Warner Brothers said, by gosh, we paid $14 million for this Marlon Brando narration, we're going to use it till it pays off. Barbara Streisand's hairstylist. Hey, let's make a good-natured nod to the original Superman film with the opening music and credits, and then shit on the franchise with the rest of the actual film. Is this a Superman movie or a Star Trek movie? Whoa, Saturn got f***ed up.
You've shown me pleasures that I've never known.
It took Bryan Singer all of 6 minutes to give viewers the mental picture of Lex Luthor f***ing McGonagall. A traditional Scrabble game has 2 W's and 2 M's. This board has 4 W's. There are also 14 E's instead of the required 12. What's that? You think this one might be an L or something else? Nope, it's an E. No one who watches the sky for a living tracks this asteroid spaceship landing.
Do you know the story of Prometheus?
Dude, nobody knows the story of Prometheus, not even Ridley Scott.
Can he see us?
Do you really think he'd be spilling all the super secrets if he could?
Tell me everything, starting with crystals.
Luthor just somehow already knows that crystals are important. Superman is a dick to dogs. Why does every superhero need to have a wise old woman in their life? I mean, Aunt May, Martha Kent, Alfred. She won a Pulitzer Prize for journalism for a single opinion piece? I mean, yeah, they have a Pulitzer for editorial writing, but it usually goes to someone who writes a series of articles, and it's usually about something important, like convincing the powers that be to reverse a decision about fluoride in municipal water supplies. February 13th, 2005 was a Sunday, remember?
She's still in love with you-know-who.
I knew it. Voldemort. They always go for the rebels.
It's gonna be legend,
Wait for it.
dairy.
It seems that we are experiencing a slight power outage.
Yeah, except for your microphone. Why does Superman take care of the astronauts first? There's way more innocent lives on the plane, which is also more damaged. The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few, man. Someone needs a sandwich.
How many F's are there in catastrophic?
The Pulitzer Prize-winning Lois Lane thinks there are F's in catastrophic. Beyond the ridiculousness of the glasses being a perfect disguise for Superman, a room full of reporters who work with Clark Kent every day decide not to connect Clark's 5-year disappearance with Superman's exactly equal time of disappearance? Why does Superman's super hearing sound like XM radio when the signal is bad? So win a Pulitzer and you can afford to buy the Great Gatsby house. Got it, old sport. I guess it's a good thing no one's changing right now, or this would be really creepy.
He was Superman. Everyone was in love with him.
But were you?
This out-of-control car careens through the city and doesn't hit a single person.
How'd Lex Luthor get out of prison? The appeals court called Superman as a witness, and he wasn't around.
That is not how the appellate court system works.
Sir, there is a potentially fatal buildup of ice occurring.
Superman basically flies straight up with Lois, and then when he takes her back, he has to fly for miles and miles to get there. Lois Lane has been insisting for days that the blackout is something bigger and more sinister than a mere blackout, and yet she still takes her kid into the expensive yacht at the house where the sinister power outage began. She's either a terrible mother or... No, yeah, she's a terrible mother. Is a bunch of wigs really a sight for Lois to be scared of? I mean, she doesn't know it's Lex Luthor's boat. For all she knows, it's just a bald guy's boat. Might be Bruce Willis's boat.
Land.
Yep. One of the greatest supervillains in the history of comic books has been reduced to being a real estate shark. Again. Lois has a magic ring that switches fingers in between camera angles.
Try Superman.
Fun fact, Superman is actually the 47th most common computer password of all time, according to whatsmypass.com. Below ninja, monkey, and but above asshole, panties, and bite me. Surprise! Superman has a kid! Except not surprised because you saw this coming 15 minutes into the movie. Wait, so this elevator has no ceiling in it? Water displacement should have caused Metropolis to be slammed by a tidal wave. Exactly how close can Superman get to Kryptonite? Because it's all around him right now in the form of giant landmasses rising out of the ocean, so is this possible? See all that Kryptonite around him? This is the land Lex Luthor believes everyone will want to live on? Can you even grow anything here? It's all f***ing rock. Even if people were interested, how would Lex avoid going to jail or getting executed for this? It's like, okay, you created land, but you have no army. You have a couple nameless henchmen, Cal Penn, who never talks, Parker Posey, and one of your henchmen was just taken out by a piano. You have, like, zero leverage here. Wait, Superman's not capable of knowing when his powers have disappeared? See, this is why most Superman movies are boring. Because the only way to stop him is with kryptonite, and that makes him a
You're looking for me.
Lois tugs on Superman's cape. You do not do that. This plane's right wing should be broken off or heavily damaged now. Plane might crash, but obviously won't really crash cliché. I see Lex and his henchmen also went to the Prometheus school of running away from things. Superman somehow lifts the huge continent full of kryptonite, his only weakness. Oh, I see. Kryptonite only affects him once he's done being exposed to it. Wait, there was still kryptonite in Superman from Lex Luthor's stabbing? Was it on a break for the last 20 minutes? Okay, after Superman saves the airplane, the newspaper has the date of September 28th. Time passes, Superman is Superman again, he saves a whole bunch of people, Lex Luthor breaks into the Museum of Natural History to get crystals, Superman takes Lois out for a romantic flight, saves the world from Lex's stupid plan, and by the time it's all over, it's been one day. Also, something happens in July.
You're Lois Lane. They'll let you in.
Right, because everyone keeps up with and idolizes their local Pulitzer winners.
I don't know if you can hear me.
It's a movie coma, darling, I'm sure he can hear you.
Will we see you?
I'm always around.
Well, except for that time you went to Krypton for 5 years and nobody knew where the hell you went.
I want to punch you in your time-wasting mouth. That is all, fuckface. I was offended by your voice. If we ever had the chance to meet in person, you probably could say the same thing about my voice, but I'm never gonna meet you. You guys are just assholes and need to shut up, get laid, and move on from your currently useless lives. The person who made this vid must be getting laid so much. Thanks, CinemaSins. Be a darling and come check out our channel. I like honest trailers better. Boobs. Just kidding, CinemaSins. Thanks for the support.